The jury is currently in its first full day of deliberation in the Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard defamation trial, and many legal experts believe today will be the day the jury delivers the verdict. Let's get into everything we know about how the verdict will be decided and what Johnny Depp legally has to prove to the jury to come out the winner. Even though many fans online believe Johnny Depp will come out the clear victor in this case, he has a lot to prove to the jury. Well, all Amber's team has to do was add reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury. Although for her countersuit, the burden of proof will be on her and her team. The case is so complicated that the jury must unanimously answer yes to 42 questions before they can deliver the verdict. The official document was released by the court in Fairfax, Virginia, and shows that there are 24 questions for Depp's side and 18 for Heard's counterclaim that must be answered by the jury. The document is so detailed it's 8 pages long and forces the jury to analyze all aspects of the case before coming to a decision. There's also a section where they will have to decide on the damages for Depp and Heard and any punitive damages. As we know, Johnny is suing for $50 million in damages, while Heard is countersuing for $100 million. Depp is seeking $50 million from Heard for allegedly defaming her with an op-ed she wrote in the Washington Post in 2018, which claimed she was a survivor of domestic harm. Although she did not name Johnny, the world knew it was about him and he was blacklisted by Hollywood because of it. Heard's $100 million countersuit is on the basis that Depp's lawyer, Adam Waldman, defamed her by claiming her allegations were a hoax. In the 8-page sheet, called the Special Verdict Form, the jury is asked questions about the 3 key statements that are the focal point of Amber Heard's op-ed. Statement 1 by Amber Heard was, quote, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." The second statement is, quote, "2 years ago I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." And the third is, quote, "I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse." Each of these 3 points has questions associated with it that the jury must answer yes to prove that Johnny Depp met and proved all elements of defamation. Some of the elements of defamation that must be proven are that the statement was published by Heard, it was about Depp, that it was false, it has a defamatory implication, that it was designed and intended by Heard, and that it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Depp. Another key point that Depp and his lawyers must have proven is that Heard was acting with malice when she made these statements in the article. On Heard's side, the 3 statements the jury must answer are relating to comments made about her by Depp's lawyer, Adam Waldman, in 2020. They were that Heard used, quote, "fake violence allegations as both a sword and a shield, that the claims were an ambush and a hoax, and that Heard and her friends faked a crime scene, and that the allegations were an abuse hoax." And similarly to Depp, her side must determine that all the key elements of defamation were proven and that there was malice on the part of Depp and his lawyer when they made these statements. Then if the jury does determine that the elements of defamation were met, the jury will then decide on the amount of money they will be awarding each party, as there will be damages and punitive damages that will be enforced on the guilty party. Both sides are asking for at least $350,000 in punitive damages, plus legal fees and court costs. Depp has not revealed how much he has spent on lawyers over the course of all the trials. However, Heard told the court that she has blown $6 million on legal fees so far, with that number most likely including the Sun trial that took place in 2020. I honestly just can't believe we are so close to this verdict. It is so crazy. Let me know below what you believe the verdict on this case will be, and make sure to subscribe as we will be letting you know as soon as we know what the verdict is. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we'll catch you in the next one.